Water. It's our lifeline, a basic human right. Every human being on this planet relies on it. Although we all rely on water, many countries are suffering from having too much or too little water. Flooding and drought affect humans all over the globe. This is a major problem for developing countries because they might not have the rescue teams, resources, or money to prevent or repair after these disasters. Flooding is a period of time where there is too much precipitation which can overflow rivers, lakes, and streams. Coastal flooding is often caused by hurricanes, monsoons, or tsunamis. Flooding can also be caused by dams releasing too much water at one time, overflowing the riverbanks. Bangladesh has constantly been flooded mainly from the monsoon season between June and September, as well as meltwater from the Himalayas. 80% of Bangladesh is also a floodplain. Deforestation in the headwater areas caused by growing population in Tibet and Nepal is resulting in more runoff and faster soil erosion, also causing landslides. Each year, about 18% of Bangladesh floods, killing over 5,000 people and damaging about 7 million homes. Parts of China have been devastated by the Three Gorges Dam when it flooded. It spans across the Yangtze River where several villages and towns surround. The dam flooded several archaeological and cultural sites, as well as causing the risk of landslides and ecological changes. The flooding displaced 1.3 million people, 13 cities, 140 towns, 1,350 villages, and the length of the reservoir, which is over 600 kilometers. While places like Bangladesh and China are being affected by flooding, there are also many places suffering from droughts. A drought is an extended period of dry weather where there is not enough precipitation. Cape Town, Africa was approaching its day zero just this past spring. Since then, the citizens of Cape Town have been putting their efforts towards conserving water. Each person is only allowed 50 liters of water a day. The city has cut down on wastewater by reducing the water flow to a trickle. Even through all of this, Cape Town hasn't received enough rain, and when Cape Town runs out of water, they'll be in danger. So, how are people in these developing countries being affected by flooding and drought? Flooding can damage livestock and crops as well as properties. This can lead to displacement of people in certain areas prone to floods. Waterborne diseases are also a post-flood issue resulting from contaminated water. These include typhoid, hepatitis A, and cholera. The effects of flooding are more extreme in developing countries because there is not enough money for flood protection or not enough rescue services, especially in remote areas. Many developing countries don't have the knowledge or awareness to know when a flood is coming or that they are in more danger if they're living next to a river or on a floodplain. Flooding has been affecting our world for centuries, but the question is whether it is getting worse or not. Melting glaciers and rising sea levels greatly contribute to flooding, and it has been shown that they are occurring more often, resulting from climate change. Water shortages, dead crops, no food, dead livestock, forest fires, erosion, uninhabitable land areas, disruption of the food chain, and displacement of people all affect humans as a result of drought. Why are droughts more deadly for developing countries? Many developing countries don't have water pipes running to their homes, meaning their only source of water is hours away. When that dries up, there won't be any clean, accessible drinking water. We've heard how flooding and drought can affect people, but what can we do to help prevent it? One way is to change our lifestyle by reducing climate change and not polluting as much, which is one of the causes of these disasters. In immediate terms, you can donate to organizations like the Red Cross or volunteer in communities that have recently gone through a flood or drought. People across the globe have been devastated by floods or droughts and may not have access to clean water and other resources. But one thing they do have is resilience.